Hello! Welcome to Give Pause Hobby and the Game Garage. I am Kyle Frost, and I just got back from a run. I need to change this out because I have a game I have to play, and I obviously am really into Kill Team right now. If you haven't seen anything and you're interested in what's going on in the world of Games Workshop, small miniature combat, check it out. But for right now, we're gonna do a little bit of magic. But before I do that, I just want to issue a special friends hello to those who like, subscribe, comment on videos. Welcome back. If you want a special extra hello, go ahead and do those things. Let me know you're down there. And without any further ado, I'm going to cast a magical board game spell and get a different game to the table. Fantastic Factories Manufactions Edition. Kabam! And the spell is cast. Fantastic Factories takes the table, specifically with the Manufactions expansion. Just recently hit my doorstep with my beautiful Fantastic Factories double-sided playmat. So solo mode we're going to use today, and the regular multiplayer mode with rules reminders down here, spots for everything, and just super high quality, really vivid mat. I'm really excited that I went for. So originally this game sort of like bounced off me, as sometimes happens, and also as sometimes happens when the expansion Kickstarter comes out. That sort of proves a little bit more to me, like, hey, this game is you know, exactly as good as the people who say it's good say it is. And so I paid more attention to it. I really looked into it, and I got this expansion. I did not get the Subterfuge expansion because it sounded like the game, a game that I would want to sort of the multiplayer solitaire, but in a good way, not in a way that people like they use it as a slur against the game. Like sometimes I want to play games where it's just like who can do the thing best without a ton of like give and take. And so I bought Fantastic Factories by itself, waited for the expansion to get here, and we loved the game. Super fun. I do love that it is a multiplayer solitaire. This just makes it more, there's more to the game. I'm going to explain the couple of things that are new in here first. Then I'm going to briefly walk you through how solo mode works, which is super simple to run. And then we're actually going to play a game so you can see how it works with me versus Le Robot. So with that, let's take a look at what makes Manufactions, what makes up this expansion, to see if it's something you're interested, or if you're like me and this just hit your door recently, see if it's something you want to unwrap first if you have things in the game queue to get to the table. Now, first of all, this box I do not need. Inside it are the cards. There's a printing error, so some colors were off. I keep them in here because I'm neurotic and I don't know if I will ever need something back. Same thing with this box. I don't know. Usually, if I can combine expansions into main boxes, I do. But in case I need it back, I have it. So inside my main box, we have some of the faction cards. We'll go over those more in a little bit. We have the normal spot for the headquarters boards. This is a really great insert, and when games have good inserts, I want to use them because I like having inserts. So a lot of my games are two-player. You might do this yourself. If not, this might be an idea. So instead of just having all of the resources together all the time, sometimes when you know that there's no reason you would need all these like higher denomination victory points, or in some games that have way more resource cubes or whatever than a two-player game would need, I separate them into two bags. So if it's just me and Kate playing, we use this one. If I'm adding other people, I add some of this. So this, most of the time I don't need. This is the bag we use for the victory points. Then the blueprints, which include a number of new cards in the expansion, take up almost both sides. Not quite. They leave just enough room for the new legend cards, because there's some new stuff on here, the new solo player card, and then the contractor cards, which also have a few new things from the expansion. Now, if you have Subterfuge 2, to me, that may not be a total shuffle in, leave in expansion. This one, for me, absolutely is. I can't imagine why I would not use the Manufactions expansion. Here are the rest of the faction boards. Again, we'll get to those in a little bit. And then inside, we have all the dice, the electricity, the metal, and the vitamins. We'll get to those in a little bit. We do have the first player token, and I do have, for whatever reason, I'm still keeping these pogs. I should really give them to my daughter. I bet she would love them. But these, as you may have seen already, are part of the playmat. So I actually don't really need these unless I ever play without the mat, which again, if I have any choice in the matter, I don't think I will ever not play with this playmat again. It's super duper nice. So all of the base game and the expansion contained in the base box with the base box's insert. So I feel pretty good about that. All right, so the first new and exciting thing in the Manufactions expansion is the addition of vitamins. So these are another resource in the same way that we have metal and energy. They're nicely all circles, so you can remember. They all are your different resources. If something asks you, for instance, if you want to reset the blueprint or contractor market, you can pay with any one of these resources. They're added to these original two. So what these do, plus or minus on the little pill there, I bet you can understand, they are going to add or subtract 1 from any die that you play. You cannot, it's not around the world where 6 you can add 1 to go to 1 and 1 you can subtract 1 to go to 6. It doesn't wrap around that way. But aside from that, it makes for a lot more flexibility in where you can put your dice. There's also some factions and cards that can let you increase that to add up to 2 or subtract up to 2, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Additionally, in the expansion, you add a number of cards to the deck, both decks, and many of the cards, as you might imagine, in the expansion have something to do with lots of these cards are just more of the combinations of things from the original. So many of these cards will be more of the same that you might have seen from the base game, just different combinations. Also, some will include these plus or minus vitamins. Additionally, some things in the expansion have this new concept of a blueprint card with a little, looks like an eye and a circle 1 next to it. So just like before, if there's a numeral in that circle, that's how many things you're going to get. But the addition of this eye piece means you're going to draw and reveal that many and keep that many. So it's kind of neat, again, a way for you to be more flexible. The game is, as always, lots and lots about random chance, but there are lots of ways that you can mitigate that random chance by adjusting, with your vitamins or having more agency as to which cards you draw. Now this pile is ridiculous, so if I'm just playing a 2-player game or against a solo, I'm going to take out about that much and just put it back in the box. I am not going to need all those cards, and I really don't want that huge stack to fall over. The name place portion of the expansion are the factions, which I've divided up into the 3 different categories of complexity of 1 star, 2 stars, and 3 stars. So not only, if you've ever played Terraforming Mars or Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition, not only are these going to give you a rule that your faction only will have that others will not, it also dictates your starting resources, some of which are very different than others. For instance, starting with blueprints and a vitamin, as opposed to blueprints and some of the basic resources. Some of them let you look at a certain number of cards and keep a different number. Others, you just get whatever number it says there. And as you might imagine, as you get up into the 3 complexity factions, there's more going on over here. Some things like look at 9 cards and keep 2. Those are your only starting resources. Or look at 8 and keep 4. So I have only played 1 time with the faction stuff. I played with standard tools, which was amazing because it doesn't matter the card you discard in order to build a building, the symbols don't need to match, which was incredible. It just like allowed me to shut that part of my brain off when playing the game. It's actually probably going to be hard for me to remember to do that now that I'm playing, because I will not be doing a 1-star complexity, and I'm not going to subject you to me trying my way with the 3 complexity. So what I'm going to do is randomize these 4 2-star complexities when time comes to actually start the game. So yeah, that's really it for what is added in the Manufactions expansion. The rulebook is pretty simple. It is not, you do need the original rulebook. This one does not replace it. It just goes into detail about all the factions, all the cards, some of the strategies that are different in this one, and there is the little symbol, little bolt symbol in the corner. If you ever want to unshuffle this faction from your base game, that's how you would do it. Again, personally, I don't think I ever will. Okay, so the solo mode. When you're playing against the robot, it's actually really simple. So in the game and in the expansion, there's this double-sided solo mode card for the machine, and it's very simple to follow along. Now it's also down here on my playmat, but I have this out as well because sometimes I might be putting cards out here to remind myself of something. It's just, I found better to have reminders all over the place for me, otherwise I might forget things. So in your setup, first of all, you need to determine how difficult you want to make this solo mode. And you can choose, these are the different types of cards over here: Monument, Training, Utility, Production, and Special. And they're just going to line up so you can see how many you have in there. Monument doesn't really matter so much, but all the rest of these is going to be really important to tell how many of that type you have in your pile. I guess you could also use one of the spare colored dice, but I think I will just kind of stack the cards off to the side. Now, you'll see why you will need to do that. So I'm going to do what it calls the medium difficulty, because I've done easy. I did pretty well last night. So I'm going to draw 3 cards and flip them over. So we have 2. The type of card is the only thing that matters. The actual specific card it is and all the text on it does not matter at all. We just need to know that we have 1 purple and 2 blue and nothing else to start the game. So on your turn as the human player, you will go through your full marketplace as if for the one player, because that's you. On your work phase, everything is going to go the same as it was before in terms of discarding down at the end, and then you flip over for the machine's turn. Now, for the machine's turn, I don't think I said this before, but you'll need to have 1 of each of the 5 colored dice, which means that you will actually be using kind of the generic, what were originally the additional dice. Those will be your dice for this game because you need all these colors for the robot. So here's an example. Now, I'm going to spread these out to their different areas. So first of all, you are always going to actually go through with the green die and build a building. Every turn, the robot is going to build a building. And as you can see, the columns here, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then 5 and 6. You might say, well, there's not buildings there. True, but what 6 means, actually what 5 means too, is you're going to blind draw top card of the market. Okay, so we got another purple. And then you will reset that row. So in this case, we would just get rid of all those contractors and we would put out another 4. Now, it will never actually use these contractors, but it just simulates another player actually interacting with that part of the game. It's as simple as that. Now that we're done with the number 2, build a card, we're going to go down to 3, manufacture goods. So starting at the top, if the number is equal to or less than the number of cards in that category, they make a good. So there's no cards there, nope. No cards there, nope. It is 1 is indeed equal to or less than 2. So ding, ding, ding. The robot makes 1 victory point. 5 is not, however. Even though we built another purple building, 5 doesn't get doesn't meet or what is the opposite of exceed? Subseed? Anyways, don't get a point. Once you're done with steps 1, 2, 3, it says if the game's not finished, start the player work phase again, and it reminds you what the criteria are for the end of the game. Someone has 12 goods or 10 buildings, and then everyone gets one more turn. And that's it. That is the entirety of how to play with the robot. Now, at the end of the game, how scoring will work. Obviously, the robot gets 1 point for every good that it produced. It also gets 1 point for every building it has in its tableau, and an additional point for every one that's a monument. So each of these would be worth 1 point. And if I had 1 monument over here, it would actually be worth 2, because all cards are 1, monuments are worth an additional 1. Now, sometimes you might be thinking, well, yeah, some buildings are worth 1, but some buildings are worth 0. True, but also some buildings are worth more than 1. So this is the way, as many of the kind of easier to pilot automas work, where they take some sort of system in the game and they smooth it out by just sort of rounding to say this is the effect, you know, minus the detail of turn to turn. Roughly, the robot is going to be making gains for every building it makes. It's not getting any of the benefits down here, so it's just a matter of purely adding victory points from making buildings, while also increasing the chance that it will score victory points by making actual goods with those building categories. It's that simple. Then you just essentially play a game of Fantastic Factories. So it's a wonderful way if you want to learn how to play the game, if you want to practice it a bit before you introduce it to your friends or your spouse, or if you just like solo games. So with that, I'm going to shuffle up. These are the 4 2-star complexity factions. We're going to figure out what I'm going to play this game. Good Life. Whenever you gain a match bonus in headquarters, remember match bonuses, if you have 2 of the same number, you get +1 extra, 3 the same number, 2 extra. I also get that many in vitamins. Interesting. So my starting resources are 3 cards, metal, and power. So put that there. One other shopkeeping thing, then we'll get started. These like resource trays, I will put a link down below. Some I got through, what is that place called? Etsy. And they are magnetized. It's kind of neat because they look like little, like a resource cube that you made, not resource, a good cube you made in Fantastic Factories. They're super nice. You can either get them in 1, 2, or 3 compartments, and then magnet them all together so they don't roam the table when you don't want them to. I have 5 of them, and they have revolutionized how I table manny. So here we go. My first, I guess we'll say my hand is going to be up here, and I'll make buildings down here. Not entirely sure how that's going to pan out. You know what? Actually, I don't think I need this so much. So we'll say my hand is going to be up here. Boop. Perfect. So Strange Crystal is one of the new cards, and it's really good, but gain a vitamin at the beginning of each work phase, which I guess is good, but I'll also get them because of this. I mean, this isn't guaranteed, this is, but it's also really expensive. So I feel like this is going to start the game off as a card I'm going to get rid of. Harvester is super good. I had this last night, and it was great throughout. So this is definitely one I want to get going. However, I do need to pay attention to this, which I already almost forgot to do. I need to make sure those match up because last night it didn't matter, which was super nice. Okay. So yeah, let's get Robo Factory. Okay, and our dice. 2, 2, 4, 5. Well, let's go ahead and do the thing where I make this stuff. And yeah, let's do the heart obelisk. Do I care about that? Robo Factory's, I don't think I care about obelisk so much. Robo Factory is kind of cool, and I would like to make that. Okay, so harvester, metal, 2 power. I'm going to use my vitamin, turn this into a 4, and then we'll get 4 metal, just like that. This harvester's pretty awesome. And that's my turn. Let's see what the robot's going to do. Whoops. Hold on. I forgot I didn't put stuff out for the robot. Okay. There they go. So, 5. They'll reset this. See ya, both of the trash compactors. Oh, and then that is theirs, and they... Okay, so they got 1 purple and 3 blue, which for right now just barely gets them a point for purple. Red and yellow, obviously nothing because they don't have anything in those colors yet. Boop! They got a point. They're on the table, or on the board. Let's see. Mega Factory's good. Battery Factory could be interesting. Actually, yeah, that could be super interesting. Yeah, I'm going to take that. I can't build it yet. Okay. 6, 6, 4, 5. Well, here we go. I'm going to do 2 metal there. Sorry, 3 metal there. I don't know if I got my bonus one from the last one because of them being whatever, which means I get a vitamin, and I will use said vitamin to do the thing again, but this time I'm going to use it for, hold on, what am I doing here? Okay, back it up. Remember, Kyle, you need to do this now. You need to follow this rule of the game. So, I can't do that thing. Let's see. Let's get a card. Enigma Engine. Let's get another card. Well, okay. You know what? Strange Crystal. We're doing it. Yes, it's expensive. Yes, I'm able to get vitamins another way, but getting a free vitamin at the beginning of the phase is just too good to not have, I think. So there we go. That's my turn. Robot 1. Gymnasium. Ooh, just in time for them to get it. Yellow does nothing. 1 and 2, so 2 does nothing. So they get 2 victory points, just like that, huh? I see how it's going to be, Mr. Robot. Okay. So, we want this battery factory. Is that my best? I mean, Enigma Engine is also awesome. Yeah. I think actually Enigma Engine is going to be what I want to do next. We'll get to the city park and the battery thing. Part of this game that I'm not great at and I'm working on. Oh, and I get my vitamin. Thanks, Strange Crystal. Is that transition from making the building blocks of the game to making the victory points of the game. I'm not always good about when exactly to like transition into that second phase, but I'm good enough to know that Battery Factory is part of that second phase. Enigma Engine is part of the phase right now. Oh, I already have 2 of them. Okay, well, I guess Robo Factory is also part of that second phase, so this allows me, I can't do 2 of these, allows me to do this. Hold on. not yet. Criminy Cripesmas. So here we go. Gonna do a battery, vitamin. There it is. You're gonna get 4 energy there because of the bonus, and then get a vitamin back. Boop a doop. Now I can do that by getting rid of that one. 3 and 2. Okay. What else do we have here? Got 2 more dice. I can turn. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to turn a metal into 2 cards. I think that's definitely useful. Ooh, fitness center. You're even easier to get rid of than the battery. Getting a card for that. Yeah. There we go. Let's get a medal. Let's do it. Fitness center turns into battery factory. So 2 and 1. And scrapyard. Gain a medal after building a card. I'm just at the teetering point where I either am capitalizing on the benefit of this or just missed it. I feel like it's still worth it, but it all depends on getting one of those wrenches, I suppose. 6. So I'm also not like good enough at the game. At Tycoon 1, this is a new one that the expansion, and it seems super good. Just take all 4 just so you can have options for things to get rid of. Anyways, I feel like I'm not the most, oh, hold on, it builds, there we go, the most like able to remember that this is a thing. I'm sure there are times when there are cards up here that either provide me a different strategy or bolster the strategy I have that I'm just not paying attention to it. But good news is, it's just fine that turn because the robot rolled no matches, so no victory points this time. Haha. Okay. So the Mega Factory is also good. Robo Facility. Oh, man. Yeah. All right. I think I'm just going to get City Park so I can make the scrapyard and start doing some interesting things. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 6. Show. Oh, got my thing at the beginning of the phase. Yeah, so I'm just going to get 3 energy from that because I can do that. I'm going to use a vitamin to do that and turn that into 4 metal. And then I'm going to build the scrapyard. I don't know, does scrapyard give you one for itself? Do you get a medal after building a card? Rules check. Scrapyard does not activate itself when being built. Womp womp. Okay. I mean, I guess I can kind of see that. I don't like it, but I can see it. All right, 2 metal, or 1 metal to get 2 cards. Excuse me. Whoa, man, Think Tank is a new card in the expansion. Seems really interesting, like really good. But 4 dice that all have to be the same just sounds crazy. Drone? This is also a new one, and I think I'm going to go for it. So you get rid of a card. You gain a die equal to the build cost of the card. I'm going to try that out. I didn't do that. I had it, but I just used it to make something last time. And let's draw a card because cards are important. Ooh, cannery. That's a new one, and it is good. It is helpful. That's my turn though. So take these off. I'll go to the robot. 6. Man, making me do this over and over again. Stop going to this marketplace so gall-darn much. Okay, well, oh yeah. Fulfillment center. Wow, there's 4 of them in there, but 5566. Sorry, no points, Mr. Robot. However, we are getting to the event horizon point for blue, where, I mean, once they get 6, they will just always get a point for that category. They're tipped over into more than half of the time. Oh, why am I rolling? But not quite there yet. So cannery, I think I want that, so I don't care about. Just gonna get that so I can spend it. Warehouse is good. That would also be a nice one to get. 1, 2, 2, and 6. So, first of all, let's give him a vitamin. Let's no, I can't do cannery just yet. I need to actually do something. So spend a vitamin to turn this into a 2. And that gets me, we'll go with the 7 energy. 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we'll do this, and we'll get metal. Then we will do cannery. Get rid of phantom. So that's 2 and 2. And then I'll use another vitamin to turn that 2 into a 3. Get a... Oh no! my first good and a vitamin. Guys, remember when I said I'm bad at the transition into that second phase of the game? Well, I'll make up for it. So 4 energy. No, I shouldn't do that yet, because I might need that energy. But I can only do it once a turn. Okay, so 4, return that, getting a good from the battery factory. Yikes. I need to start doing that. I have 7 things over here. And they've also got 7. So with that, boop-a-doo. Oh my goodness. Just stop. If I have to, no, there's no way. But if I have to reshuffle this deck, I'm not going to be thrilled. Golem. Not enough to do that. There are no yellows, but red and blue both do score. So, yikes. This isn't exactly turning out to be my greatest achievement. Warehouse. I feel like that's easier to get than Robo Factory. So, let's... You know what else I had last time was a reliable source. This is the third turn in a row that I've gotten a 1, 2, 3. Oh, but it's 4. Okay, that's still ways off. I had a reliable source of additional dice. I do not have that right now, and I'm feeling it in a big way. So 3 metal and 2 whatchamacallums. Oh, vitamin. So let's go ahead and do that. No, I don't want to do that. I kind of want to keep that for this thing, right? Ugh. Barf. I don't think I can. I don't think I have that luxury. So 3, and use a vitamin to turn that into this and that. Give me 4 thingamajiggers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And warehouse. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to go back in time. I'm just going to take 2. No, I should have known. I'm just going to take 1. I should have been getting 1 metal after every one of these. So I'm definitely not going to get my money's worth out of Scrapyard, because it was my 5th building I made, and I forgot to do it all this time, and it's 0 prestige by itself. So prepare for an even more crippling loss, Kyle. Okay, Foundry. I'm going to discard you for Drone, and I'm going to get a card that's worth 3. So there, I'm able to activate it once after all. And then I get a 6, huh? So, oh, recycling plant. I suppose I do need to actually pay for the warehouse that I just built. So 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. This one I will definitely get metal back for, however, because criminy cripesmas. Robot turn. 1. Thank you for not making me do the hard work again. All right, so 2, no. 5 blue, no, just barely. 6 purple, no. 1 red, yes. Yes, indeed. Okay, so I got 6 points over there. Recycling plant. 2 cards, and no, that's not. I don't think that's going to get me anything. I'm in a tough spot here, aren't I? Actually, recycling plant might not be terrible. So let's get black market. Oh man, that's even better. Concrete plant is way better than. But it's the very end of the game. Brr. Okay. I get my vitamin. So there's that. 2, 2, 4, 4. So, oh, this goes away. Right. First of all, is that even... I mean, I would need to really put some oomph in to make that happen. Well, no, that's not true. Yes, it is kind of true. Whoa, black market, though. Okay, so black market, I'm going to use the drone to turn that into a 5. So there's that. Oh, and then that's it, right? Oh, that's 13. Then 4, use a vitamin to turn that into a 5. And that's 2 goods and 2 energy. Boop, boop. Recycling plant. I just don't think I'm going to use you, right? I don't think I'm making that happen. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So did that and turned 4 into a resource or a good. And so did that. I think I will. What do I have here? 6, 10, 3. Okay, I need to get rid of something. One thing. So do that to get 2 cards. Okay, let's do it. Biolab. 1 and 3. For a 1 plus a power gets a good. I mean, kind of. Damn, I'm in a tight spot. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work out for me. So 2, 6, 9. All right, so I just double checked the rule book. As a good thing I did, because I was misunderstanding something. The robot can only end the game by producing 12 goods or more. It will never end the game with the 10 buildings thing. I can do that. The robot will not. So me counting up doesn't really matter. First off, 4. Gymnasium, another one. Makes it, no, and no. So 2 more goods for the robot. And we're looking at what could be the end of the game. Now the question is, do I mean, I could theoretically stamp the game, end it here. They are going to continue to do pretty well each turn. I feel like I probably want to end it, right? I think so. Okay, well, let's do this. Concrete plant, sure. Get out of here, extra die. 2, 3, 4, 6. Well, I'm definitely gonna. Oh, and I get a vitamin. Let's say I immediately use it. Turn this into a 4. That's 14. So I get another 2 goods and 2 power. So I have 1 die left. Well, let's see. I'll do this for a good. And I think use a vitamin to bump this out to 3 and get another good and a vitamin. So I guess that answers my question, is I'm not. I'm not going to. Does that make sense though? Should I? Should I be? I don't know. Well, what I can do is this. I'm going to get rid of this to turn that into a 2 and use a vitamin, turn it into a 1, add a power, and get another good. I feel I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm 1 good off from ending it there. I feel like I'm actually doing okay. So I'm not so worried. I'm kind of, sort of, like I lucked into a bit of an engine here. Oh, your first yellow one. So no yellow, no purple, no red, and yes, blue. So that worked out pretty well for me. Yeah, I feel like I can capitalize more. And I still get another turn after. Okay. Okay, so I'm feeling pretty good about this. Replicator. For those of you, if you're doing the math at home, you might already know, Kyle, you've already lost. But I don't know that. Oh yeah, vitamin for the turn. 1, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that 1, 1 would be nice on the concrete plant. Can I do? Yeah. So let's turn this into a 6 with the drone. Because I need to get a medal. Oh my goodness, I forgot to do the stupid scrapyard again. If I lose the game because of that, if I lose the game, I'm going to just declare whether or not it's correct. I'm going to declare that it was because of that stupid thing. All right, there's my 12th good. So it will, the end game will trigger. And then concrete plant with replicator. And oh, right, now I have to pay 2 metal and 2 power. Bonk, bonk. So 1 and 1. Oh my goodness. Oh, nope. So I got the metal, scrapyard, just in time. I get the metal for making it. I will use that 1 because the X is whatever the value is. This is the perfect situation for in case you have not played and gotten concrete plant. This is what you want. 2 1s, because then you only have to spend 1 metal, and yet somehow you make 2 goods from it. Don't ask me how. All I'm doing is winning. Okay, so end game is triggered, so the robot will take their turn this time, and then we'll both get 1 more. So that's green. Yes, 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 and no. Uh-oh. That was a better turn for the robot. Here we go. Last one. I don't think this matters. Aside from, let's get Mega Factory so I can get a big number. Oh no, let's do this one because I can do an automatic 3. There's the beacon, or any. I suppose I do have Strange Crystal, which, by the way, I need to do that. So 3, 5, 5, 5. Okay, well, get 2 more goods and 2 power. I can do this here. So I get 3 more power. I will spend those to make it good with that. And I will use drone to turn incinerator into a 3. And drum roll, my last cannery action. I'm out of double goods and I get a vitamin. That's it. That's my last turn. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good. 3 mega factory. So yes, 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 no. So another 3 points for the robot. Okay. Whew. Okay. So let's see here. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 points there. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26 points. Oh, I think that's pretty good, but he's got a lot of things over here. He's got a lot of cards. So robot has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Barf. 26 to 28. Is that what I said? 26? Pretty sure. Wow. Dang it. Yeah, I didn't quite turn on. Honestly, I know I said I was going to as like a joke, but I genuinely think I know I missed out on 2. And I'm pretty sure I missed out on that one too. So of the 5 cards, the 5 free metal I was going to get, I only got 2 of them. And one of them only because I like reversed time and took it easy on myself and gave me 1 of the 3 I should have been getting. I got this one just in time to actually use it, but losing those 3 metal, I mean, that's not nothing. Darn it. Well, that's, when I first read about this solo mode, it didn't strike me as seeming really robust. It is surprising. I mean, it just lets you try to do your absolute best over here, and this is just a slowly rising tide. And even if they don't make goods, the fact they will always make a building. So in retrospect, maybe I should have tried to have ended it 1 turn earlier. So I think they had 2, 3 good turns in a row. But if they did, that last turn that I allowed them to have, plus those 3 goods, so the building and 3, it has 4 points. I mean, I would have lost points too, but I feel like while the robot did this at first, and I was sort of down like here, eventually I sort of caught up, and for a brief moment, I was doing better than them, and then whoop, that's my graphic analysis of the game, which I don't even know was on the screen. But anyways, that is Fantastic Factories with the fantastic expansion Manufactions, which will never be coming out of my base game ever again now that I own it. If you, before we totally close down, just want to issue a +1 to stay in Frosty to those who like, subscribe, comment on the videos. Thanks for being here at the channel. If you want that extra +1 to stay Frosty, and who doesn't? I mean, even with winter coming up, at least in the Northern Hemisphere, it's just nice to have that there, and you get a double hello. But in any case, thanks for being here. Play this game. It's wonderful. If you don't have the expansion, look for it in the stores whenever it hits there. If you have an ability to get this playmat and you love this game, do. It is awesome. So with that, thanks for checking out at the Game Garage. I'll see everyone next time.